Hello everyone! Welcome back to Drinking in Dungeons Plays Tales of Zestiria! As always, I'm your fantabulous host, Shin, and joining me today is my friend Alexis. I don't know if you have an internet personality you would rather be known as.
Just let's see.
Okay. She is kind of better at me at this game.
Mostly for grade.
Just a little bit better.
Turns out it's 187 something. It's my max grade. If it makes you feel better, that was multiplayer too, I'm pretty sure.
Let's play, shall we? So, last time when we left off... Oh, I almost forgot. Gotta set up the timer. Thankfully, that's a pretty easy job. So, introduce yourself to the lovely people while I do things that I should have done while we were busy punching wolves earlier.
I don't do long introductions, but since he's doing a blind playthrough, I will warn you, I have played this game. I have beaten this game. So, know that. If you want to completely avoid spoilers, don't watch my face.
I actually got it finished in the middle of that, and yet you say you don't do long intros. Okay, so we were doing the side quest where we're worried about if Alicia might still be suffering legal issues after we went and ran off to the other country. So I think this is where we're supposed to go for that. This guy has a purple star above his head, so that means there's an orb involved. Might as well talk to him. That Marlin merchant seems to be strangely prosperous. There's something fishy about him. Okay. That's all? Alright. Maybe somewhere else in here?
Well, if you need to talk to Alicia, you could always try going to her house.
We already went to and spoke to her maid. She's actually still by the border between the... Not the border, but the bridge that got rebuilt.
Okay, so
we
she's
need to
towards Maryland.
Yeah, we need to talk to her for plot reasons. Anyways, I guess maybe that plot point doesn't continue in this city. Well,
It's a long one, I think.
Well, never fear, because there is another plot point. No, we don't want to go there. We want to go outside the aqueduct. I found this earlier when I was running around testing control rars. I like my control rars. Speaking of control rars, we actually have a Tales of Zestiria PS3 controller, courtesy of Alexis here, but we couldn't get it to work.
I wanted to play Zesty with it again.
Zesty with Zesty. Anyways, this boy.
Hey, you there. Take this to the inn.
You! This is all your damn fault!
We
Hurry
turned
up,
the
kid.
We turned the
All the grown-ups do is order us around, day in and day out. You call this saving us? Some shepherd you are. Screw you!
Screw you!
Kids just don't get it.
I don't get it.
Looks like they've turned to honest labor now.
Yeah, but it didn't make us popular, that's for sure.
That's fine, as long as they're keeping out of trouble.
Like you're so
Sray.
good at, Sray.
Yeah. Don't be like me. I'm the shepherd, but that doesn't mean that I am someone you want to emulate.
Well, as an adult, I'm okay, but maybe you don't want to emulate me as a kid.
Yeah, emulating me as a kid is a bad idea because you don't really understand the limits that the concept of placing self-limits. Anyways, so the kids hate us, but at least they're not thieves anymore. And this way, they might not like it, but they're less likely to get into trouble and get punished really badly for it.
Meanwhile, we'll keep traveling with an assassin.
Yay! A tough and callous assassin. No, I've made my views of Rose clear many times before. She's earned some points back, damn it. She's earned some points. I will give her a fair shake. Okay. I think we want to leave Lady Lake now.
Finally.
Oh, wait, real quick. Merchant called Logos sounds sketchy, yeah? It's not so easy to find a career or con man if he doesn't want to be found. Oh, we need to go to Marlin for that one. Okay, any news about whoever slaughtered those kids? Blah, blah, blah. Crucibles. Maven. He's apparently at the, Excalibur Bridge or something? Oh, Great Camelot Bridge. I have no idea what that is.
That's on the way to the wetlands. I'm not sure if you've gotten there yet or not.
Don't think I have.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound familiar.
And you haven't wandered enough to the Earth Trial, which is nearish there, I think, so.
Alright.
I usually hit that one first. This part I was like, really surprised when you were talking about where you were. I'm like, really?
Okay. Oh. We should probably grab that Norman that's in the, area between here and our homeland, since we found that while we were testing things last night.
Yeah, you should set Lila or Edna to service of the Norman while you're at it.
That's true.
It'll make it
Active
easier.
Support talents. Oh, she is on
Norman
Norman for the win. Norman for the win! Sorry, Wolf. We'll punch you later.
I think the wolf might have an opinion!
He has an opinion. Okay, let's punch some wolves. Come here. Come here. Come here. No, no. I'm getting used to the multiplayer camera.
Actually, the multiplayer camera in some way is better,
Yeah.
because you can actually move it around a little.
Plus, it doesn't get caught on things as much.
When
Like
it does, it's more
corners.
disastrous, but it doesn't do it as often.
Yeah. Miglio's balance talents. Miglio is adept at fighting with the staff because he's shorter. There's treasure here.
He's also apparently kind of scared of heights.
More life bottles. I leave them sticking around in the chest just in case I need an emergency supply.
You have treasure restoration.
I know.
If you took the chest, it would later become another chest.
I know! It makes sense in my head.
And then you'll get treasure verifier later.
Rest assured, the people in the comments have been yelling me about my bottles for days now.
That's part of how you get your cash and your blessing levels. Donate them to your Lord of the Land.
I already donated a shit ton of light bottles and dark bottles to one Lord of the Land. I need to figure out which Lord of the Land I honestly want to beef up.
I prepared some
that
junk.
looks like it can be one-punched. Can it be one-punched? I bet it can. One-punch! That felt good. But that's not where we need to go. We need to go to the Around Light Forest to get that Norman. Totally worth it, I assure you. It will pay
Yes.
off in the end, especially now that I have someone who actually understands the fusion system slightly.
Mostly.
I assure you this is not a waste of your time, viewers.
Besides, the forest is pretty.
Yes, it is. And it's relaxing. It's just a nice little jog we're going on. Besides, we've got 33 more minutes to fill. Oh, we have time to do this. Although we could have teleported there and saved a lot of time. I did not realize that there was a save point right outside it.
They're really good about that.
Yeah.
There's at least one save point everywhere or right by it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I get to my favorite dungeon all the time, and just like, whoop, right to the bottom level.
Whoa!
And then I beat up giants.
We're in Gramps' domain.
Yes, we are.
Gramps' domain is pretty strong.
Indeed.
Can I one-punch this? Bam! I can one-punch this too. Bam! Treasure here? No. There? I don't remember where the Norman is, so this might take a second. Still can't open those. Hmm. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. That looked like it was significant for a while because it was so bright green.
There was a discovery point around here you haven't gotten to.
Oh yeah, in fact it's right over here. But first, drink for treasure.
Useful treasure.
Oh damn, by 2?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, given that you pretty much need 3 to do anything useful.
That's true. Okay, anyways. We discovered this discovery point before, but we're gonna play it for you guys. And here we go.
Mushrooms! Are they safe to eat?
The ones closest to you are okay, but stay away from the ones in the back.
Some drink for skins.
You got it.
Wow. How do you know all that?
It's just common knowledge.
This forest. It's so rich and abundant with life.
Yeah, that's the power of Gramps' blessed domain.
Oh, so it's Gramps' domain that makes it feel this way?
It's a sizable amount of power. Even among high-ranking Seraphim, there are very few on his level.
That's Gramps for you. Anyone comes by who's up to no good, they get zapped in the butt with lightning. Pow!
He can wield lightning?
Yep, he lights up the sky like fireworks.
I sure remember fireworks when it came to him and you.
Well, figuratively.
Oh, and that explains all the mushrooms.
Oh, right! Where Monday's lightning strikes the ground, Tuesday's mushrooms will be found.
Aha! So we have Saray to thank for this harvest.
Hey! No, it wasn't like that.
I just have this image of Stray running away from lightning bolts.
That would explain why he's so good at dodging. Oh, Norman. Got any equipment with open skills? I can make it nice and pretty.
Penetrate!
Let's see. Penetrate. No staggering when taking damage 40 or less. That sounds like a armor thing. Who should we put that on? Do you want it?
I don't care.
Okay. She's probably going to yell at me for some of my equipment once she gets a better look at it.
Eh.
Anyways,
I didn't worry. The only thing that gets me is that you're keeping max
Why does
equipment
it
equipped.
smell like that?
I rarely do, because there's so much.
I know, but I've fused everything so far, so I don't have anything not maxed.
Well, that's always the best reason to still be wearing max equipment.
Yes. Okay, now...
Herbs!
Ooh, herbs. Give me the chamomile. Thank you. I want to make a nice tea out of it. It'll be lovely.
Chamomile is so gross.
I like chamomile tea. It's good for the throat.
It is!
But you have to add a bunch of honey to it. Otherwise, it's just kind of sticks to your throat.
Yeah. I like if it's lightly chamomile, but then it has, like, lavender and some other stuff in it.
Okay, now we can teleport over to... Save point travel... to Marland. Which the name always reminds me of a fish for some reason.
Well, the marlin.
Yes. Okay. Let's eat while we're here.
That's always a good plan.
Let's see, Scotch eggs for a gold bonus or KOs. I typically like to go for which food is most expensive to get the most points. With
I
the
know, I always
keeper.
start with that too. Oh, let's go for some Scotch eggs.
Yeah,
I can make Scotch eggs.
we should try that sometime.
Never thought I'd see so many Hellions. Kinda makes me feel guilty for not being able to see them before.
You should. Ignorance is a crime, you know.
So, don't you think the quality of equipment is crucial in surviving tough battles?
I don't have
They
to tell
also
you.
say that true masters don't choose their weapons.
But since we're no masters, I thought it might be better if we build relationships with the shop owners and order from them.
Oh,
Yeah, well, they say the relationship only lasts as long as the money does.
Yeah, I agree. So what I'm saying is, it's important to build a relationship with the shopkeeper rather than just haggling to get the price down.
I can't even tell if you guys are arguing or not.
Edna is attempting to mess with Rose, and it's just going right over her head.
I love Edna and Alicia.
Yeah.
They're together.
They'd have a good relationship. Anyways, item ordering.
Yeah,
What's that do?
pretty exactly what it sounds like it does.
Select a rank 3 or higher weaponsmith shop and increase the availability of specified items. Oh my god, thank you!
Yeah,
Because...
it's to help you get the equipment you want, especially for fusion.
And also because there's all these shops that's like, I want to get your rank up to see if you have better stuff, but you don't have anything that I want to buy. Or
Yeah.
all...
Well, also some of it's they don't really go into this, but some of it's based on what you sell at the shop.
Oh.
So like one point I made a point, I just like dumped all my rings, and then after that they started carrying rings. So it's not just shop rank. There's something else to it.
That sounds needlessly complex.
I don't know how big a deal it is. I've been wondering that since I now have all but one of my shops ranked.
Huh. Neato Fafito.
But it's something to keep in mind a little bit. Like, there is an advantage to selling stuff.
Okay. Oh, that's the lore of the landmark. I was like, what is that green thing over there? I keep forgetting it because I rarely see it most of the places I go.
I think he ended up being one of my higher level ones.
Yes. Well, he has this tree to live in. I think he can afford the space for that many levels. Okay.
Well, and I think he covers Glaveland Basin.
That would be
one
handy.
of them.
Herb!
So
Gotta
yeah,
get
my-
some herbs, yo. Sorry. I apologize for that joke. Anyways. Heh. Wanna know about the spy who's giving info to Rollins? But if you can do me a solid, you just might gain my trust. How about it?
Sure.
Okay. That doesn't sound shady at all. Are you up for it? Then bring me back peacock feathers. They live in Patinil Forest. Oh, I think I have those already. They're just feathers, but now the army has closed down Gaveland. It's difficult to get. Okay. So you've slipped through the securities of both armies. You're really something. Whoop. Sorry. My computer does this thing where it randomly selects off of a current window sometimes. Anyways. You're really something. Alright, I'll trust you. The information you wanted was about a spy in the Roland's Empire, right? Go to the Vivia Subterranean Aqueduct in Lady Lake. You'll find... This quest is a lot of bouncing back and forth.
Well, you're kind of supposed to do it while you're doing other things.
Fair enough. If you really want, then the truth will hurry. I was weirded out because his icon had turned to a green exclamation mark, so I thought maybe he had something more. That's... Other games have trained me that no, you do the side quest first. You get the side quest done first, no matter what. Because if you continue the main story, you'll get locked out of it.
This one's pretty good about that. I mean, there's undoubtedly some, but a lot of them that doesn't happen too bad.
Fair enough.
I think I've done all of them. Okay. Unless there were some that locked me.
Okay, save point travel. You know what? Offer items. Where's my life bottles? You can have 5.
Yeah, that's sort of what I usually do.
There. You happy?
Have you said Norman?
I have not set a Norman because I don't know if there's a Norman that I want.
You might as well set, because then you're still more likely to get skills with a bunch of them.
Okay.
For instance,
should I go for?
I mean, Penetrate's a great one to have stacked up, because it's useful for everyone.
And we just got that one.
Yeah. You also have to think what level, because those levels are how much it adds.
Oh, it adds the enemy level. Right.
There's a bunch that help with HP.
Okay, HP. I don't think I have it.
HP
recovery on
recovery.
successful sum. HP recovery during combo. That's the one I like.
Then go for it. Set them.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
it's
get
always
some-
better to set them. You just don't want to level yourself out of an area.
Fair enough.
And eventually you can set like 3.
Oh, I forgot. We actually need to travel back to... You know what? We can probably teleport right into Lady Lake. Vivian Subterranean Aqueduct. There we go. Kashoop.
That'll get cheaper later too.
Okay, yeah, there's the purple star. And here we go. Wait, Alicia? Was I supposed to talk to her while yeah, I probably was. I wonder if
Don't
she'll
move.
still be there
You are
where I
under
need
arrest
it.
for leaking confidential info.
Looks like Alicia came to the same conclusion.
What is the meaning of this? I'm sorry, this is just a misunderstanding. Please take your leave, Princess. This is...
Don't make excuses. I found evidence of connections to Roland's in this very residence. Renovations for Grifflet Bridge, order forms of military arsenal, unauthorized transactions for...
That is simply a reward for his support.
Support?
Logos is an important person who connected Rollins and Highland through unofficial diplomacy.
What does that mean?
On the surface, diplomacy between Highland and Rollins has been cut. He must have been negotiating with them on his own for some time in secret.
So then he's not a spy, but a liaison.
Meaning even with the war going on, there's been work done.
Such is politics.
Work's gotta keep going even if war's
This
going
is a
on.
major problem. If the channel gets blocked, both countries will fight until they're both obliterated.
That's a fair
But
point.
no one ever told me anything about it.
Of course they didn't. Not to someone like you. I hope you're prepared to pay for your indiscretion.
In any case, we must change our strategy. We will be expecting your sincere apology at a later date.
I really don't like you.
Understood.
Kind of want to smack them, but that would make things worse.
Yeah. You're kind of supposed to be not political and all that.
Yeah.
In fact, you're friends with Alicia, it kind of makes that. There you are.
There we go. Red Iris Gem, Et. Lila travels with an unknown young shepherd. A strong bond of trust unites them. Blue fire. Cool. Huh. Okay, so this is a different shepherd from the one that I said looked a lot like Saray. In another gem. Hey, she's taller than him.
That was pretty tall.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was killer, Lila. You were in perfect harmony.
He was quite skilled despite his youth.
Yeah, compared to him.
You've still got a long way to go.
Lila, I wish I could go on a journey like that with you.
Saray. Excuse you, Saray.
Huh?
Yes. This journey now is every bit as enjoyable as it was back then. Thanks to everyone here.
I have theories. But anyways, what I wanted to say during that... How can Dezel see those? I mean, I know he can read the wind, but it's... Does it, like, project straight into his mind?
Maybe. We don't know how they work.
That's true. Hold on, I want to check something. Okay, microphone is working just fine. I had some issues a few recordings ago with the microphone getting unplugged in the middle of doing the recording, so now I'm hyper paranoid about that. Okay, let's talk to you. What other side quests? Anything? Looks like Alicia's kind of screwed up. Oh. Yeah, if we're worried about her, though, you can always knock at her door and see how she's doing.
Well, you are kind of technically in Ladylike right now.
That's true. Anything else? Nope, that looks like the only, thing. Why? I don't need to save point travel, we can just walk there.
Yeah, you're not so far away.
I wonder what happened to Alicia.
Let's go to her house.
The exact prompt we were thinking.
Yeah. It's almost like they figured when you left would be a good time to investigate that.
Yes. Okay. I wonder if because we did this side quest, if Alicia will not be by the bridge where we left her.
I think she will be, because wasn't that you said main quest?
Yeah, she had the gold star above her head.
Yeah, she'll still be there.
Okay.
She's gonna tell you about one of the temples all day.
She kind of told us that there was a ruin that was found here already, but she didn't tell us where. Just that there were apparently some bandits that were found with famous swords, and so that led them to the discovery of the ruins because the bandits had been, the thieves had been setting up in them or something.
Yeah, it's been so long since I did a lot of this. My SST playthrough took way too long.
Here we are. Well, way too long. I think I've sank
wait.
50 hours into this already.
How did it go?
Fortunately, we were able to prevent rumors from spreading. Though in the end, I did have to prostrate myself.
Oh.
That must have been hard.
Don't worry, it's fine. I did go a bit too far after all. The Difta family has been surviving as a branch of the Imperial family. But my mother was born to normal citizens, and was later courted on a whim by my father. So everyone forgave me and assumed it was natural I didn't follow politics.
Milady!
And so... that's why I wanted to do the right thing.
Somebody hug her.
I wanted to gain acceptance from everyone in honor of my late father and mother. Was I wrong in the end?
I shall go fetch some more tea. Let's leave her alone, just for a moment.
Right.
That's the exact opposite of me thinking that's an alone moment. Rosy cheeks.
Someone can be blushing.
That's a very awkward accessory to get after a scene like that. Okay, check the side quest list. Nope, time for main story.
Woohoo!
Finally! I've had several episodes of side questing. You haven't actually gotten to do much, unfortunately, because it's been mostly just running from point A to point B, talking
That's
to
fine.
people.
I'm going to enjoy watching you through this part. I'm pretty sure I know which part's coming.
Fun stuff. Fun stuff.
Although I do always have to mind, I first did this in Japanese, and my Japanese is pretty bad, so there were some things that are like, obviously this is what you need to do, and I'm like, what is obvious about this?
Oh, hey! Alicia's burden,
Being a
Dezel.
princess sure sounds rough.
Nations and politics are like an entwined spiderweb full of people's desires. If you are too full of ideals, you'll be entangled in the web instantly.
But still, I don't want to say that Alicia's completely wrong.
Especially since we know the reason why she's been working so hard.
In times like these, Alicia's straightforwardness is a truly valuable asset. However, a sword that is too hard can break easily.
True, and besides, Alicia does make sound arguments.
Isn't that a good thing?
It's like, you know how if someone pointed out your wrongdoings, it really hits you? You'd probably get discouraged, or even snap.
They're only human after all.
Meaning that by pushing her sharp reasoning on others, it causes cognitive dissonance and turns people against her. So that's it.
Even though she's right, she's met with hostility. And she faces her challengers straight on, which in turn only brings forth even more hostility.
So that's why she worries so.
What a pain.
I'm sure it's tough on her.
However, I don't think Alicia's feelings are completely misguided. Though we may need to assess the situation to know for sure.
Alicia isn't the only one. I need to see for myself as well.
I question why that said Dezel when he had one line in that, but I think you spoiled that for me.
Sorry.
Oh well, save point travel. We want to go to...
You have to go to the bridge anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well
this
walk.
one. Northwest of Grifflet Bridge.
Fair enough.
I'm just trying to make progress for us. Okay.
Should be on some side or other. I hate those octopus. Actually, I hate any tentacle thing that goes with its attacks.
Oh wait. Nope, she's gone.
Or you went to the wrong bridge. Talk to Rose.
Hold on. That's right, you and Alicia know each other. The Sparefeathers commonly serve Highland royal family. I also met her during that Scared Bones thing, if you recall. I don't think I mentioned that part, though. Let's go looking for the Trial Shines. While steering clear of the more powerful domains, I hope you remember looking... Right, fine. Gotta check the mural on the wall where old hideout was. We already did that. Several times. I even went back...
Well, they want you to check. Look at your map when you're in Lake Haven Heights.
Yeah.
Because I've
I had
seen
the
it on your
ruins
map.
discovered at Lake Haven. Okay. She's not there anymore. I guess I might have missed a scene by going and doing that side quest because it forced her to move. Dang, I'm sorry, folks. I did not think that that would happen.
Yeah. I didn't do so much side quest until later in the game, so...
Okay, save point travel. Lake Haven Heights.
Try there.
This one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
When you pull up your map, you'll see it.
Okay. I'm gonna guess it's probably those question marks there.
That seems likely.
Which is right by that big waterfall. Yeah, because I remember I was trying to find someplace that was next to a waterfall for something else, and I kept going, there's clearly a tunnel behind this waterfall, why can't I go to it? It really bugged me. Oh! They're soldiers. That's probably where we're supposed to be. Whoa.
Oh, that's a boss.
I know what we're doing.
That was the one trait. I think that may have been my 187
Whoops.
one. Yeah, it's easy to do that.
Okay, you know what? There we go. Okay. What are you weak to?
Way stronger than the ones we
Yeah,
saw
it's easier
when
if
we
you
left
do
the
it.
village.
This is a manic armor.
It is said that they're strongest when the full moon
Come
is
here.
out.
Then now's our chance. We can take them on.
Well, this seems to be working. It's not what I intended to
Well,
do, but it's
I'm not on the thing.
because Rose.
I don't know.
The
That
key
was
to
weird.
medicine is the key
Anyways,
to life.
level up and an orb. Take a drink. Item ordering. Blah, 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 blah. We did that already. Hold on. Let's see. Arts, Rose, auto, semi-auto, manual, auto.
Oh. Yeah, I just, like, for whatever reason, didn't armatize. I may have pressed something funny though.
Hold on 1 second, folks. Be right back. This isn't working, is it? We're probably gonna have to restore that. Okay.
We were able to do...
We were able to do this before.
We did get the blast one done.
Yeah. So at least you have blast working now.
Fine. Well, maybe when I'm in game it'll... Because it looks like it's the one it should be. For whatever reason, it just doesn't want to register it.
That's very strange.
That is very strange.
If you guys know what's going on, let us know
we're
in the
using a
comments.
PS4 controller, because I play on the PS4.
Yeah. Okay, where were those soldiers? There they are. There they are. That's... Yeah, this is probably exactly where we need to go.
It seems likely.
Except there's
The entrance to the ruin's supposed to be really well hidden, right?
We better be extra diligent in our search.
AKA, it's probably close by. Principal examine documents, blah 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 blah. The actual exploration is handled by a different union. Luckily, I mean, how fortunate for them. Okay. Have I examined this one before? Yes, I have. Okay. That goes up there. Yep, there's the waterfall.
Big waterfall.
Do 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 do.
Time to get wet.
Going for a swim. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I bet I know what we have to do here. Whee! Yep, this looks like the place. Let's knock on the door. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's Saray.
Just enjoy.
This is it?
It hasn't been eroded by the waterfall at all. If it wasn't recently made, then that means...
It's using seraphic arts. This ruin must date from the Temperance of Avarost.
Correct. This is Lefay, the Shrine of the Trial of Water. It has been some time since we were visited by a shepherd.
Nice mask.
I'm the shepherd Saray.
I'm the Prime Lord, Lila. You must be a servant of the Water Lord, Amanak.
Indeed. I'm Altol, the Protector Seraph who serves Amanak.
I'll get right to the point. What must we do to obtain the spiritual power?
My sword! Where? Where is my sword?
Uh-oh.
Holy crap!
Swords?
There's something above.
That is Azura.
I've heard of him. A powerful Hellion sustained by rage and able to fight eternally without rest.
Fun.
Is the trial to quell Azura?
No. To receive the spiritual power, you must find out the reason why Azura became a Hellion to begin with.
We can't just purify him? We have to know the reason?
If you truly are the shepherd, you should know why that is important.
Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Psychotherapy, my favorite.
Thank you, Rose.
It isn't called a trial for nothing. I wish you luck.
This is probably my third
The water trial. Guess it's my time to shine, huh?
You'll be fine. It doesn't technically hurt.
Technically.
Uh-huh. I love how Rose just kind of popped into existence there. Okay. Pretty music.
Yeah, this is probably like my third favorite.
The Fire Shrine had a pretty music too.
It's the shrines within Fire Shrines.
What are those things? They look like eyes!
That's because they are eyes. I didn't realize arts like this were still alive.
I'm gonna guess we have to sneak. Oops. You just yes.
Okay, you have no idea how much pain I went through the first time I did this.
Okay, so those things are wall masters. I wonder if this is going to be as painful as the Water Temple in Legend of Zelda.
Probably.
Okay. Let's get as close
And they're
as we
really
can.
nice to you by gridding the floor during most
Oh!
of it.
I didn't even notice that before.
Yeah, it's like until the last floor, so they keep the floor gridded.
Okay.
I prepared the bottles.
Thank you.
It's like, you need to fight more things in my shrine. See, there's a
here they are.
thing. Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Scylla is dangerous no matter how close you are to it.
So then what do we do?
Okay, so you were able to armatize. That's good.
And blast works as it should, at least.
Okay. Cool.
So basically, changing target is something. Everything else is good. I can mostly live with that.
Okay.
Although it sucks a little bit because
You
that's
think
probably
I could
fixed
use that weapon?
Don't even try it. You'll just injure yourself.
Daddy Dazzled.
Yeah.
In Japanese, he's voiced by Daisuke Ella.
Whoa! Hello there.
Yeah, things kind of poof on you in here.
Okay.
They say it's the
I
first
can't,
100 years that
I can't change target
It's a
either.
proverb. Could that relate to the number of legs they have?
Its name says it all.
100p. Isn't
100p.
it wonderful? Can't you feel it?
Can't you tell us something
Thank you.
helpful?
Yeah, helpful. Okay.
Oh, we found Crimson Edge!
Well, we'll try to
I
fix
used to
that
be pretty
between
okay at making
sessions since
food,
you don't have to change
but
target that
now?
often.
Okay. Alright, so... Oh, the music doesn't even stop during combat in here.
Nope, it doesn't in any of the trials.
That's a nice touch. It's a nice little detail. Whoa!
Well, they're also not composed by Mitoy Sakuraba.
Hmm.
They're Goshina, who does the God Eater music.
Oh, so it was part of their trade. Cool. Anyways, 22nd year of Common Calendar, month of Verdance. The Seraph of Water appeared and urged me to become the shepherd. He says I have great potential. But I wonder, is a lowly swordsmith like myself truly worthy of becoming the shepherd?
Is
I'm gonna
this
guess
the
that's
diary
the
of a
Ashera.
shepherd?
Well, Goshina also
A
did the music for
swordsmith
Tales of
suddenly
Mujindia.
visited by a seraph.
Yeah, he's worked Tales before.
Fun stuff. See, you're getting an education lesson on the history of Tales with us. That's a giant elephant with 4 eyes. Oh,
Big
no, wait.
things are fun! Big things are fun!
It doesn't have 4 eyes, but I was like, I want to kill it.
This colossal hellion blocks all water attacks.
But we can win if we attack its other weak points.
I did pick up. That was the wrong button. Oh well. Hello, Dazzle. Are you as pretty to watch? Yeah, you're pretty. I just like watching the Seraphim pedal.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get
There we go.
want it to go off. Well, that's how I ended up switched with you.
What?
I accidentally swapped
Just swing your
Seraphs on
sword
you,
around and win.
and then it
What about
had me
swinging an
still playing
umbrella
Dazzle, I
around?
think, on you.
That's weird.
That is really weird. Let's
Oh.
make sure that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
okay, it's okay.
You're back to
And can I
red.
double check the battle action for
Oh,
changing
wait,
who you're
hold on.
playing?
That might be why.
Huh. Can I double check the battle action for changing characters?
Changing characters. That was sub-partner change. And this is character
Okay.
change.
Character
Did you
change
want-
was what?
Oh, wait. We
I
have
don't need-
sub-partner change. Use left trigger plus those buttons to change the
Right.
character
You don't
who
need that
isn't
if
the
I'm
controlled
playing
character.
on Rose's end.
Don't need that.
That
Character
makes more
change.
sense. That's what I was trying to do.
Okay, that's turned on now for you. Okay.
Probably
Okay.
during the when we stop, I'll take a moment to go through the other Seraph's arts too.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, they're mean. This is where I went for all of you people who were like, Tails needs some more environmental puzzles again. I miss all the environmental puzzles. Well, nah. That's what Bandai said. You thought you missed all the environmental puzzles. And this one isn't that bad for the most part. But, again, they're nice enough to grid it. And early on, there's also the eyes on the floor.
Noted. Okay, so you're saying that the eyes on the floor are going to go away in later areas.
Yeah, it gets a little harder as you go.
Okay.
But it helps.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if this works now. Oh, you cast something. I think I accidentally changed the settings. Oh, I am playing Rose. Okay. It just didn't display like I used to.
Huh. we're having technical difficulties trying to figure out how to,
It's not technical difficulties. I just need to mess with Rose's arts, too. Am I playing Evo again? No, who am I playing? I don't know.
Well, I'm Saray in the corner staring at the elephant.
Okay,
butt.
down gets me back to Nebo. Are you enjoying your elephant butt?
Not really.
No spells! Actually, that's the main thing having a second player really helps with, is interrupting spells.
Well, that's that.
All together now. 1, 2.
Shut up,
So we're
timer.
going now? Wait, what's our cue?
Well, at the end of a fight's not a bad time.
Alright. It shows an enemy there, but... Oh, there you are. Oh, you're one of those disappearing types.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Remember
through
those
the door.
nuisances from Graces?
Yes. They're even worse in this one because they can run just as fast as you can.
Here, while you're doing finals, I'm gonna check arts.
Okay. Anyways, we're all out of time for today's episode, so thank you all so much for joining us. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. We will see you next time. Bye-bye!
Okay. I'm dealing with arts! Go away!
Okay, show's over. Bye-bye.